Hi, Fisher Persons. It's actually 5:12 a.m. Monday morning. My fishing partner and I must have had a miscommunication. I showed up early, but he was not up. So instead of going fishing, I figured I'd highlight another area that we fish. This area is spot 18. It's another money spot. This is a great fishing in the fall. I love it to death. It's a real good place. Up at the top up here you see channel. The blue line is going to indicate the channel. Current lines will be indicated by the red lines, and Oak River Troll by the purple. Over here is Bayou Batola. Back this way is Bayou Long. Coming down this way is Grand Lake. So Bayou Batola up this way, Grand Lake this way. Over here, there's four corner here. That takes you straight to Oak River, Orange Bayou area right there. Spot 18, I fished that many years ago, found it by accident. And actually, I started fishing with the boat position out here, fishing this current line here, and caught a few fish. 18C is another current line that comes around here. This area right here is about 14, 15 feet of water. It's a nice deep hole. Over here is shallow, but this has a great current line coming around it. Over here is another current line that comes around. This is about 7, 8 feet of water up in here. Over here, I do the Oak River Troll through here, but sometime when the wind's blowing this way, I'll put the boat over here and fish this area. Fish it with caulks and also tight line. Very good tight line. And this is another current line that develops over here. Another current line that develops right over here. As that water's coming in, it runs this way. As it's falling, it runs this way. As it goes that way. Another current line here, perfect. This is a big body of water over here, and all this water dumps through here. But the current line develops right here, right in this spot right here. Like I said, the blue line is the channel. The channel is more on this side, up through here. It runs along here, makes a sharp turn, comes out here. And this through here is, like I said, a deep hole. Over here is about 9 feet, and then it gets up to about 7 feet through here, 6, 7 feet. All this through here is about 6, 7 feet. You get to this point here, it goes to about 4 feet, 4 to 5 feet all the way through here. Perfect depth for the Silverwonders to play around in. As you progress along here, it gets to about 9 feet up in here, stays 9 feet all the way around, comes over to here, and it gets up to about 6 feet. When you get out here, it's about 4 feet. Boat positions. The spot numbers indicate the boat position. I like to put my boat here and fish this arc. Whether the tide's falling or coming in, I fish this arc through here. Spot 18A. Not a very productive, but it's good for 2 or 3 trout. You can fish it this way or that way, depending on which way the tide's going. This is a shallow area up in here. This green line you see here, or that dark line, that's actually a grass line. Catch a lot of reds along that grass line all the way through here. Spot 18B. Last year I was posting I caught fish in 18. 18B is the hot spot. On a falling tide, that's where you want to be at. You want to throw up this way, let the current bring it around. Throw up this way, let the current bring it around on the falling tide. Don't make the mistake. Work the lure all the way back to the boat, because they're going to hit you right at the boat. This is the strike zone right here. That little area right there is the strike zone. Work it all the way back to the boat. I normally put my boat against the shoreline. On the incoming tide, you want your boat against the shoreline here. Throw it out, let it come all the way around. And then on an incoming tide, you throw this way, 45, and let it run into that hole, and you fish it like that. This is where Mike Lane shot the video of the Bay Flat Senior sitting right here when he had his drone. This is where we were at right here. As you come through here, this is shallow up in here. Put the boat here many times. I haven't done too much. I just think it's a little too shallow. But you'll see the water wash across here. Then it drops down in that hole right there. So your boat position could be anywhere along here to try to find out where the Silverwonders are. 18D, that used to be a money spot. Haven't done much there in a few years. Here I like an incoming tide. 18D, one year we caught so many redfish we didn't know what to do with them. I mean, it was unbelievable. And the trout too, same way. It was a very productive spot. When the wind's blowing this way, I used to put the boat right here on this side of that channel and fish out this way and catch trout all up in here. I do the Oak River Troll through here. As you can see the purple lines, I like to do that. Sometimes when I'm on the end of a day fishing, I'll do one Oak River Troll through there. If I don't get nothing, I move on. I do a lot of Oak River Troll through here. A lot. Same all the way through. You can do the Oak River Troll just to try to find out where they're at. This boat position, like I said, sometimes I'll put the boat this, when the wind's blowing this way, I'll put it here and fish it here. This is a caulk spot. It could be a tight line spot, whatever way you want it to be. It's pretty good. 18F is right on that point there. I put the boat right in that point, and I fish the bottom. Do not use caulks here. Everything here is tight line. And if the tide's coming this way, I throw this way and let it run. If it's falling, I throw across here, get in the shallow side, let it drop down that hole, and they're going to hit the strike zones right here. This is where the strike zone's at. Over here, the strike zone's right up in here. Once you learn these spots, you learn where the strike zone is, you have a better chance of catching the fish and also not wasting as much time. That's what I tell people when I go. I know exactly where to throw at. And if I don't get a bite there, well, it's a good chance the Silverwonders are not there. Started fishing this a couple years ago. Perfect though, man. On the falling tide, them trout just hang up right up in here. Trout, reds, the bass are on this point right here. The way I fish this is I'll throw as far this way as I can. If the tide's falling this way, I'll throw it this way as far as I can, and then bouncing along that bottom through here. It's not very deep, but you can tight line this area. And caulk fishing is just as good. You got to watch the winds. I don't quite know. I think north is more this way. North south would be more like that, I believe. And once you learn when to fish here, you can get out the wind most of the time. If you got a wind this way, it's hard to fish 18G. But all through here, you can get out the wind. Almost any kind of wind you can get out of it. I mean, when the wind's blowing this way real hard, I think that's the east. East is blowing real hard. You get in this spot right here, and it's like you know the wind's blowing. So this is spot 18 on the map, on Team Jo-Jo's map. 18A, 18A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I had to re-nomenclature them because I had so many spots I wanted to tell you about. But 18B is a honey hole. F and G are honey holes. D used to be a honey hole, but not as much today. And I think once you learn to fish this, you'll have some great success. Just be courteous. I mean, I had a guy, I was over here one day, and the guy barrels in and he puts it right over here. I mean, I could almost spit in his boat. Just be courteous. If someone's at spot 18B, go somewhere else. Go to 18A, or, whatever. But don't crowd them up. If they're there first, let them have it, man. Same thing here. If you see somebody here catching fish, either buy them, let them keep catching these fish, go try somewhere else. Exercise a lot of courtesy on the water, The blue line is the channel line. We talked about that. Red line is the current lines. You want to fish the current lines. I like fishing current lines. And purple is where you do the Oak River Troll. This area is shallow. This area up here is shallow. I've never been back up in here to know whether it's deep or not. But if you can see this area right here, sooner or later, that's going to break through. And when that breaks through, all this is going to change. I hope this helps. This is Team Jo-Jo's spot 18 that we fished down in Delacroix. Again, if you're saving these highlighted spots that we're highlighting, if you're saving them, try to have one of them called the money spots, and save this one in your money spot. And I would save 14 and 15 and 5 and 6 in your money spots, because that's where the money is going to be at. When I say money spots, I'm talking about Silverwonders. Hope you guys have a great trip. enjoy, and catch you later on the next one. Next we'll be featuring I think 19 and 20.